How is everyone?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Are you having fun?
Yes. Yeah. It's both of our first time.
We're virgin. We're Comic-Con virgins.
Has your brain exploded?
Yeah.
It's getting there.
Couple times.
Yeah.
So, Colin, I have a question for you. So, in the last episode of the season, you and Rumpel sort of came to a sort of not reconciliation, but sort of a mutual tolerance for this next venture.
Yeah.
What's going to happen with that? Is that going to last for you?
Well, I think, it's interesting because for someone like, let's say from Hook's perspective, it's very, very difficult, having spent 300 years or whatever it is, seeking revenge, to let that go. So, I'll be interested to see. We don't actually know yet what's going to happen, but I'll be interested to see if he does in fact let it go, and if he's willing to move on from his quest for revenge. But it's such a deep-rooted sort of thing that I don't know if he'll ever really let go of it.
Would it be fun for you if you did, or do you prefer playing the song?
Anything's kind of fun with Hook, really, to be honest. It's I think I'd be interested to see if he does let go of his sort of quest for revenge and decides that he wants to move on with his life and try and meet somebody. I'd be interested to see how that would work out. I'd like to see what he'd be like going on a date.
Maybe try to steal Belle from him and bring it back to.
I was going to ask what do you think he would do if he ever finally got his revenge or got over his revenge?
Well, he said it's interesting because he said in one of the last episodes, he says to Regina that if we do in fact get it, what's he got to live for then? Because he's spent so long looking for this. What is there to live for? I'm not sure that he knows, or he knows what to do. Maybe become a fisherman. I don't know. He's got a boat, so why not?
This question's for the both of you. Hook and Neil kind of they have a complicated relationship. What can we expect to see going forward between the two of them?
Well, we honestly don't know, but I would think that we could color in some of the sort of outlines that have been set up for us already. Some backstory.
It's interesting. It's a complicated relationship because obviously
there are no simple relationships on the show.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
It's
but in a weird way, because obviously if they, Hook had, sort of given out the olive branch to say, I'd be willing to be your stepfather, and I'll take you, I'll look after you, I'll care for you, and I think he was very genuine with that. So that, as now, we haven't actually met in the real world since he's grown up and stuff. So, from Hook's perspective, I think he still has, whatever sort of feelings, if that's the word that you use for being a Balefire. Because when he finds out that Emma says that he's dead, he's like, oh my God, he's taken back. So it'd be interesting to see when they actually get together how that's going to feel.
Right.
And especially if Rumpel's there at the same time. It's kind of like, I had your wife, I had your mother, it's okay.
So, Michael, where are you? Where's Balefire? He's gone.
He's on a beach.
He's on a beach.
He's on a beach with Philip and Aurora, Mulan. In their kingdom, obviously. I can say that, we sort of catch up. The first episode sort of vacillates between the boat, where they're heading, and floats back towards where I wound up. So we won't have to wait long for answers to that. But again, this is a really difficult show to talk about, particularly because we don't really know what's happening go after the second episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you're going to start filming? You just started filming this week?
Yeah.
So have you seen the scripts for what, one episode?
302, yeah.
2 episodes.
2 episodes.
Read 2 episodes so far.
Tease us any?
Nope. Not with the bosses sitting right
Yeah,
over there.
exactly. I like having a job.
Is it hard to find motivation when you don't know where the arc's going to go?
Well, we spent a year each, in the characters, and so you sort of get a feel. We're not reinventing the wheel every week, and that's one of the nice things about television is it's really sort of long form. you know, like a novel. You know what I mean? And once you sort of got you know the parameters that your sort of character lives within, you really just, it becomes a well-oiled machine after a while. You know, you don't have to reinvent it constantly.
And I think that you know, we sort of got our characters earlier on. Sort of understood who they were and what they were about. So once you know that, then it's easy enough to get the script. And plus, we're given the words to say, so we just learn our words. And do
a few crazy make-em-ups in there, you know, but.
So Balefire's really been, he's kind of a spurned character. I mean, he was sort of set up by his fiancée.
Yeah. It was the second huge betrayal in his life, you know. First one being his father letting him go down the home. It's pretty brutal, you know.
Does that give you a lot of things to mind for the next season?
Sure, yeah. Well, yeah, it does. But there's so much complexity to you know, every one of these characters. There's a lot to mine, you know, with regard to my relationship with my dad and the way I feel about Emma and the way I feel about finding out I'm a father for the first time and what that does. It's just sort of the thing I've been looking for all these years, is that sense of family. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff to sort of avenues to go down.
Well, speaking of Emma, is there any chance that Neil and Emma will have a happily ever after?
There's a chance of anything. There's a chance.
I think Cook wants to get together with Emma.
I think he does too. But
In regards to the Emma relationship, I heard there's going to be a love triangle between the three of you.
Did you hear that? I don't know. Did you hear that? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I think who knows what happened.
it's possible.
We're on a boat, he's not, so maybe.
So are you guys going to be one big happy family on that boat?
No.
Care to share?
I mean, it's what's great about the relationship on the boat is that they obviously all have to work together. But I mean, essentially, there's three villains and three goodies on the boat. You know what I mean? So there's bound to be some kind of tension there. I mean, you've got Snow White and the Evil Queen, you've got Rumple and Hook. Yeah, so it's kind of, you know, what'll happen, but they kind of have to band together for the greater good, I think, in the long run. But again, it's as Michael said, we don't fully know yet what's going to happen. So yeah, it'll be fun, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's always fun.
Okay, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.